We'll be discussing why Chantel may as well not even bother trying again unless she's willing to address this one very important thing first. Psychologists have found that when we attempt to make a big change in our lives or overcome an addiction, we go through what are called the states of change. Chantel is constantly flip-flopping between the action and contemplation states of change.
Let's give you a beauty bite. Oh my god! Beauty bite. I know this sounds bad, but that bite was like worth being fat for. Just for people to be like, you're gonna die. Oh well, we're all gonna die. And honestly, I don't want to live to be 70, 80.
People have to hit a rock bottom to change, and the amount of health issues I've amassed for myself because of my obesity is definitely scary and eye-opening for me, and I really want that to be my rock bottom.
Eating delicious food, to me, it feels like a job now. At first it was a bit rocky because I was like, whoa, wow, you know, all this food. But now it's like, it's a job. And around that, I embrace eating healthy.
Hey, Chantal Marie is a YouTuber who really loves to eat.
I know what you're thinking. You prostituted yourself for pizza? It gets worse.
Unfortunately for Chantal, her terrible diet and weight have led to some very serious health concerns, leading her to believe correctly that she must change her behavior in order to save her health and potentially her life. In fact, Chantal believes that no one could possibly want to stop eating fast food, but rather they're forced to based on their circumstances.
You have to be ready to quit. You're never ready. Never. You don't quit because you want to. That's bullshit. You do it because you have to.
Anyone here has ever successfully stopped smoking or quit an addiction, you know that what she just said is not true. Wanting to change the specific behavior that is causing the problem is, from what I've seen, a necessary condition of change. Maybe
Be intimidated to change who I am or how I act. Like, if you don't like it, don't watch me.
Chantel feels that what she really wants is to keep eating as she has been. But what she needs to do, what she has to do, is to diet. Changing her diet is a should for Chantel, not an I want to. And for her to lose weight successfully, this is what has to change. This is actually what people are referring to when they say someone is not ready to change. It's a matter of actually wanting to change the specific behavior that has caused the problem. It's not enough to want the outcome of weight loss. You have to want to change what got you there. For example, if you were smoking cigarettes, say, to change that behavior, you'd have to want to quit smoking more than you wanted to continue smoking.
Count points every day, and that's what we're used to. But it's a good idea to sometimes just take a break from that. For the 1700 calorie thing, I did not succeed in that at all. The first night I couldn't even do it. It's just so overwhelming. I don't know, just something about it. I just cannot do it. December is rough. I'm having major issues because it's the holidays. It happens. Like I say all the time, I'm not a perfect person. I don't diet perfectly or change my lifestyle perfectly. The whole Monday through Friday, I'm like the queen of veggies and amazingness. It's overall weight loss. You know, you cannot be perfect You can do this. You got this, because I've done it before, so why not do it again? I am done with my weight loss journey. And before anyone thumbs down this video or thumbs it up or leaves a nice comment or leaves a negative comment, just listen to me first so you can understand where I'm coming from. I started my weight loss journey on YouTube years ago. And something I've learned from then till now is that sharing my journey does not help me at all. Fighting is very hard to count calories on a day where I binge, because it just, seeing the numbers makes it more real for me, because when I binge, it's like afterwards I feel so regretful and disgusting and horrible and sick, and I try to just not think about it anymore.
But it
So
makes you feel horrible.
Yeah. I feel dirty and shameful if I like eat a
remember
dessert.
this now.
Yeah, I don't really like this about myself. And by the way, listening to you talk about fat people certainly didn't trigger me, but it was just interesting to raise that for me, were I to be overweight again like I was before, it's deep rooted. It's not just me being a lazy bastard. It's and getting to the root of the problem would actually help me lose the weight, rather than taking my food away or, you know, shaming me on a travelator or whatever. So that's why I find this.
Yeah, well, that's my own social anxiety.
But here's the interesting paradox. It was the shame of people calling me a fat cunt that ultimately, in the end, made me lose my weight. So
running. Like yesterday, there were two ladies running, big ladies, and it was pissing down. They were running in a dirty lane, mud everywhere. They looked like shit. And I wound my window down and I went, yes! That is an empowering message.
So, overindulging is a socially acceptable pastime that's difficult to curb without support. Plus, I gotta tell you, there's nothing more comforting than connecting with those that really know the shame and humiliation of behaviors like digging binge foods out of the garbage. So, you might be thinking, isn't it silly to need help with something as basic and seemingly easy to control as what I put in my mouth? Not so fast.